Hello YouTube and welcome to GrunfWorks. This is episode 35 of our Interplanetary Voyage. And next we have our Carborundum collector, and it's due in 45 days, so I'm just gonna time accelerate a little bit until we get this thing sorted. Right, okay, so we have a burn of 2,806 meters per second ahead of us. And that is coming in 1 day, 8 hours and 49 minutes. I just wanted to check what's the state of our Carborundum tank. It appears that we have successfully collected all the Carborundum we needed, so we can actually close the Carborundum collector and retract it. And finally, basically, going and burning back to get to Kerbal. That's certainly nice. And our current delta V reading says we have a total of 162.017 meters per second. So yeah, we have more than enough to burn. Closing, and let's hold maneuver prograde. After what we will be time accelerating until our burn and performing the burn, of course. Just trying to find a nice camera angle. Right. Okay, we have our plan maneuver node in 5 minutes, which means we will be executing sooner rather than later because our estimated burn time is 4 minutes and 46 seconds, so our maneuver node will start burning in roughly 2 minutes, so yeah. Okay, yeah, my Kerbal alarm clock is waking up and saying, okay, you have a burn to make. Perfect. Okay, and the good thing about playing with remote tech, once again, we are playing with a flight computer because the time delay, unless you have noticed in the top left corner, is 44 seconds. So basically that's remote computer or flight computer is the only way to play if you're playing with remote tech with this time delay. I mean, yes, there is uploading pre-programmed scripts in the KOS, which is something that I might be exploring in the future. I'm not sure yet, maybe together with help of some of the community, but yes, like I said, time for doing the burn. And the reason why you see this wobbling terribly is simply due to the fact that I have time accelerated the burn so that it lasts a little bit shorter than it did for me, but I really like this setup because we have solar panels which are collecting the energy enough to power the Carborundum drive, and we can do that obviously because we are in such close proximity to the sun. So yes, we have the Carborundum collector and we have 4 tanks, although I must say this dinky Carborundum collector, while it collects a tremendous amount of delta V, it actually doesn't collect that much from perspective of my future needs. So I might be considering building a bigger Carborundum collector, which once collects, an insane amount of delta V and basically Carborundum fuel, after which I'll ship it off to some planets like, I don't know, Duna or whatever. So yeah. Anyway, that's kind of my plan anyway. There we go, 800 meters per second to burn. I'm just making sure that how my Kerbal maneuver node looks. I want to see how are we progressing on that front. Okay, yes, we are extending our apoapsis, that's good. We have 500 meters per second more to burn, as indicated by my flight computer. And I've noticed that this flight computer usually is quite accurate, so really there is no point of not using it. 200 meters per second. We are coming up on our Kerbal rendezvous, and I'm just going to zoom in a little bit to Kerbal to see how in the end it will look. And there we go. Wow. Talking about being on the nose. Okay, great. So that takes care of our Carborundum collector, and as you can see from my alarm clock list, the next thing to happen is the Eve probe. So just let me find it where it is. Oh, there you are, and it's en route to Eve. The Eve probe, let's just recap. We have a couple of new technologies that we wanted to test. We had the inline balloons, and we also have the Landertrons. So we'll see how will the tests for these go. And I mean, simply I had a Eve, window coming up, which I wanted to use for that purpose. So, yeah. And we have also, looking at the windows, we have Kerbal to Duna window coming, and I have been preparing something which you'll see in future episodes that we will be launching to Duna soon. Okay, so we have our alarm for transitioning into the Kerbin's sphere of... not Kerbin's, Eve's sphere of influence. Alright, let's just transition it. Right. And our periapsis height is 1036 kilometers, which I think it's okay, it's doable. I just want to be putting a maneuver node that will put it maybe a little bit lower in the orbit, and also then we can just burn to... I don't plan to aerobrake, just to be, perfectly clear on that. The reason I could use the balloons to slow us down, and that would be one of their intended uses. However, since we would be aerobraking on the dark side of Eve, I would much rather prefer to use our remaining delta V to secure an orbital insertion, and after that then do just the regular, aero capture and everything that. So that's kind of my main reason for not aerobraking right now. Also, I am just tweaking a little bit my approach just to have a little bit lower periapsis if possible. So right now it's at 49 kilometers. I think that's a little bit too little though. Yeah, you know what? I don't think I'm gonna bother. I'd rather take the straight up, add the periapsis, maneuver node, and just basically burn retrograde and hopefully decelerate. So now where's my maneuver node? Okay, come on, add the periapsis, yes. Add maneuver, yes. Burn retrograde, yes. Good. Okay, and I think it's safe to say that we can now go towards our maneuver. It will be 1092, and we have total of 2055, so we have more than enough. Let's just bring up the flight computer. I do want us to orient ourselves maneuver prograde, and I do want ourselves to have queued execution for the planned maneuver. Okay, let's just wait until our whole maneuver prograde executes. That's roughly 20 seconds, after what we will be coming closer to Eve. This is a rather low-tech probe, and its sole reason is to test these two technologies. So, if those two technologies work as advertised and we manage to successfully land this probe on Eve, I'll be happy. Let us now enjoy the approach to Eve. Eve coming up ever so closer. It's beautiful. Oh, there's some screenshot material right there. You know, at the moments like this, when you see like a probe approaching a planet, it always reminds me why I love this game. It's just amazing. Okay. Eve looking ever so beautiful and ever so thick with its cloud layer that nobody can see underneath it. And we are going on the dark side. Let me just rotate the camera a little bit. Okay, let's bring back the UI, and we have our maneuver node in 3 minutes. I'm just popping up the contrast a little bit because no point of you looking at the black screen, I mean, really. So, okay, 2 minutes and 50 seconds. We are correctly positioned, so we can also, you know, accelerate a little bit. Beautiful sunset over Eve. Okay, I guess we are up on our maneuver node. Yes, node in 2 minutes, roughly, which means our burn would be in 1 minute, if I'm not mistaken. However, I don't care to look because that's another benefit of running with a flight computer. You can actually just enjoy taking screenshots and whatnot while your computer will be executing the burn for you. That's also something interesting point to consider when playing with remote tech. Yeah. Okay, any second now. Or at least I'm hoping so, but there we go. Beautiful red-ish glow of the Nerva. Yeah, there we go. Okay, burning, burning, burning. I really like this picture. Alright, sun is setting. There we go. Okay, I have no idea how much burn we have left. It was 1,000 meters per second burn, so it shouldn't be that much. But then again, you never know. Alright. 50 more meters per second. Great. Okay. Now let's take a look. Focus Gilly. Why am I focusing Gilly, for crying out loud? Okay. And yes, we have successfully completed our burn, and our apoapsis is at 1.7 thousand kilometers. 1,700 and something kilometers. Sorry, had a crash there. So yes, now let's plan executing a planned maneuver, which was actually reducing our periapsis back to the atmosphere. Sorry, my recording tool basically crashed, so I lost a little bit of footage there. But bottom line is what I did is I just added a maneuver node to land us anywhere or get us anywhere within the atmosphere. So that's all. Now I'm activating the retro rockets. I'm arming the parachutes. I'm also arming the balloons. And I'll also actually first checking the balloon. Yeah, okay, let's check the balloon. Pre-deployment, deployment altitude at 12,000 meters. Okay, yeah, that would work. I want also the manual control on deploying the balloon. In case push comes to shove, you never know. Alright. And after this burn, we will be orienting ourselves retrograde, I think we are. Kill rotation. I just want to make sure that the craft holds surface retrograde because it will be important for the landing. Yeah, I think you went there a little bit wrong side, buddy. But okay. As you can see, we are already on the trajectory that would take us in the atmosphere. We don't need to be landing just yet. So I don't want to go too steep. I just want to dip into the atmosphere and let the balloon work its magic. So a little bit of time acceleration and let us orient. By the way, guys, I have no idea why this Eve is doing this to me. Where it's being so dark. I really have no freaking clue. Whether or not it's like Gilly eclipse or something, I have no idea. I don't think it should be like that, but well, I don't know. And our balloon has deployed. Wonderful. Just look at it. Admire the beauty and the majesty of the balloon. Okay, we are experiencing some atmospheric effects. However, this balloon is doing an outstanding job in terms of aerobraking. Wow, look at that. Ooh. Look at that speed dropping. Wow. Talk about deceleration. And we didn't even need to burn a lot. So yeah, this balloon seems to be highly effective. And here I use the Piñata, which is the 1.25 balloon. So yeah, as you can see, we are already stopped to the point where we are going almost vertical down. So yes, this is definitely something. Wow. Okay, check. Seems that the technology does what it was supposed to do. Decelerate you very quickly. I wish I was able to do that test in the couple of previous episodes before when we got our, our rescue lander to Duna, but better neath than ever. So what I'm thinking now, I will be cutting the balloon and so that we can actually go down, and then I plan to basically hold surface retrograde and make sure that I test using the Landertrons as well. So currently we are going at 125 meters per second, so let's toggle the gear and let's cut the balloon. I want to make sure that we can land safely. Toggle gear in 3, 2, 1. Okay. And let's decouple, sending this Nerva AM to its fiery demise. Oh, and I forgot to fold the solar panels. And so I have basically no more control whatsoever over the probe, because I also lost my antenna. I mean, had I been descending with the balut all the way, I probably wouldn't do that. But then again, we would be losing the point of testing the Landertron as well. And to be honest, I'm a little bit concerned that by using this chute, we will be negating the benefits of testing the Landertron as well. But I wasn't thinking about it back when we were actually doing that, so yeah. Well, you can't think of everything. I mean, you have to think about a lot of stuff when you're planning the mission, and some of the things just go Kerbal on you, so yeah. Although I must say I don't get this visual enhancements. I believe the sky above us was supposed to be pink-ish, when it's really not. So, okay, we have another chute that's popping up, which will be decelerating us to a comfortable halt. Almost, because Eve's atmosphere is so thick that basically I do expect us to go at a snail's pace towards the ground. Okay, we are passing the cloud layer. Great. A little bit more down the cloud layer and we can see the surface features. Are we landing on land? Yes, we are. Awesome. That was the second thing that I wasn't sure if it was gonna happen. Ooh, and it seems like we're going at the Mach Tak. I have no idea how fast am I descending, actually. I mean, the chutes are pre-deployed, so they're not deployed. Okay, one has deployed. Well, that should decelerate us significantly. Yeah, like I said, I'm not exactly sure if there will be a benefit to having the Landertrons fire, and they actually just might mess up things, but... Ah, there's something exploding. Could be that it's our Nerva or whatever. Okay, slowly but surely descending. We can see already the ground features. I think that now with both chutes deployed, this will be really snail space. Yeah, we are going down at 6 meters per second and we are 850 meters above terrain, roughly. Okay, well, I'd say that's good enough. However, my main test was of the balut, because that balut was something that I've been hoping it would work. And it seems to be working fine, so... Actually, more than fine, it decelerated us to the point of like, wow. Okay, let us continue descending. By the way, guys, I think I'm gonna wrap, as soon as we land, I'm gonna wrap this for the episode, so do remember, leave a like if you like the episode, you know, share, subscribe for more content, and yeah. We will be continuing with our Interplanetary Voyage of Exploration Season 2 in the next episode, which will be happening just after I land. And I'm sorry, I'm just keeping yapping because I have no idea when that's gonna happen, because I've toggled off my UI. Oh, see the ground, it's coming closer. There we go, and okay, that's it. Thank you very much for watching, guys. This is GrunfWorks signing off from Eve.